Hi there and welcome to the Fund It Together Nerve Centre where I'm bringing you a video which is absolutely nothing to do with crowdfunding whatsoever. If it's not about crowdfunding, why are we putting this video together? Well, the simple reason is I looked everywhere on YouTube to try and find a video like this, and I actually couldn't find one anywhere. It's very specifically comparing my old Mac computer and the new one. Now, what I used to have was a Mac Pro. It's about a 2009 Mac Pro, and if you look down here, you can see it's quite a big box sitting there under my desk. I was going to go for a new Mac Pro, the little dustbin ones, which are what I can only describe as insanely expensive. They are really, really costly things. I looked on the internet and I discovered that for video editing, the thing to have is a 27-inch iMac with 5K Retina display. One of the things I'm not going to do, I'm not going to run all the benchmarking software, and there's a reason for that. What I want to see is that for the things that I do in the real world, for importing video, for editing video, for doing photographs, that this iMac gives me some significant improvements. It's just to show how things might transition for anybody who's got an old Mac Pro and is thinking about upgrading and is doing the same as me and having to sort of hold things back a bit because of cost, because you don't have £10,000 to spend on a small dustbin. My Mac Pro has got a total of 4 disks in it. It has got a solid state drive which runs the operating system, so everything boots from a solid state drive. Then I have a second solid state drive which I use as my disk where I edit video, and then it has 2 standard magnetic drives which I use for backing up of the data, the large storage devices. By contrast, the iMac has a 3 terabyte Fusion drive in it. And a Fusion drive is a hybrid drive, so it has a solid state element and a magnetic element, and it swaps data between the two depending on what you're doing. And the idea is that it's got a large storage capacity, and it's also very, very fast for your for the tasks that you're doing at any given moment in time. Do a little real world experiment. I want to bring the same picture up on both screens and see whether we can notice the difference between the two. I'm not sure until I look at this footage whether you will actually be able to tell the difference on these two monitors, but certainly with my eyes you can see that the new one, as you would expect with the Retina display, is better. The colours are slightly different. These are both using the default colour profile for the monitor. The colours are slightly darker in this one. They're a better representation, but there's also more colour depth. This is the first time I've compared them side by side, and I have to say that the old cinema display, long in the tooth as it is still holding its own pretty well, to be perfectly honest. One of the things that you almost certainly won't be able to see on this video is the edges. So where you've got the edge of this glass here and the edge of this glass here, it is much more defined on this new monitor. The thing I'm really interested in is, does Final Cut Pro 10 work better on this new machine than it does on this old one? And given that I have had to sell my soul to the devil to buy this, I bloody well hope it does. I've downloaded a stock footage clip which is about 13 seconds long. I've very specifically downloaded it in MP4 format so that when I import it into the computer I can see how long it takes to import, analyze and transcode. And I have borrowed my daughter's phone in order to time this, and I'm told that I'm not allowed to look at absolutely anything else on her phone, and especially avert my eyes if she gets a text message. That's what I'm going to import. I'm going to copy it to the library. I'm going to create optimized media, but I'm not going to bother with proxy media. I'm not going to do any of the keywords or finding of people, but I am going to analyze for balance, color, remove any silent channels. So if we click import selected, so I will go import and start. The timer is running. What we're looking at is this here. Oof, stop. So 10.4 seconds for that clip to be brought in and to be fully transcoded. Now we're going to move on to this one. Import start. Oh, and there we go. It was a little bit quick, but for a 13-second clip, that was 7.25 seconds. But that happened a lot faster than what we had before.
A stuffed toy, I am.
What are you doing? Don't touch things in my office. The next thing that I want to do is I want to test how quickly the video renders. So on my Mac Pro, because it doesn't have a very fast GPU, the rendering is all done on the CPU. Whereas the new iMac has a very much faster GPU, so theoretically this should do everything using the GPU and it should be a lot quicker. All I've done is I've stuck a render test title over the top, and as you can see, this orange line shows that the clip needs rendering. I'm going to go to Modify, Render All, and click Start. See that line getting smaller, 100%. So to render that 13 seconds of clip took 9.25 seconds. Over to the new iMac. Hopefully this is going to be faster. If this isn't faster, we're not showing this video to anybody, especially not your mother. We will never speak of this again.
Oh yeah.
So we go up to Modify. We're going to render all and click start. Render all, start. That is definitely going faster. Whoa, look at that. 3.36 seconds. That's tons faster.
It's a third of the time.
It is a third of the time. It's probably a little bit less than that because it was so fast, it caught me out a bit at the end there, but it is definitely faster. We can say that for sure. Another task which takes quite a bit of time is when you share a video, so when you export it. So you've done your edits and you export it. I've imported a clip at 1080p resolution and I'm now going to save it at 720p. So there needs to be some onboard processing that takes place and then it will save this clip out. Save, start. Okay, so this is the counter we're looking at here, and what it's doing is that it's changing all the resolution and compressing the video and then putting it out onto the disk. And for that 13 seconds, it's like watching paint dry, isn't it?
Breathe.
It is. Maybe we'll speed this up on the... Well, there we go. So for 13 seconds of video, it took 34.22 seconds. I think we can safely just call that 34 seconds to render that clip. So we're going to do exactly the same thing on the iMac. Save and start. Wow. We won't put that in.
Don't, no, that was terrifying.
That is quite spectacular. So we've gone from 32 seconds to 4.41 seconds. It's just blisteringly fast. Like I say, it's not a true benchmark test, but these are the things that I do with this computer on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. So I'm fairly confident that this new iMac is going to be a lot faster. Now, if I had a new Mac Pro, a dustbin one, I'm sure that it would be even faster than this, but bang for your buck, this iMac is definitely the way forward. If you've got an old Mac Pro and you're looking to update it and you're looking at what you can get for your money, then so far, just on the tests, and I've only had this for half a day, I would say that definitely going down the iMac 5K Retina display route is something that you should be looking at. It's got a 3TB drive in it. If you get yourself a Mac Pro, you're going to need a Thunderbolt drive to go with it. and the price is going to stack up horrendously. Obviously, if you are a video editing professional, you can ignore everything I say because you already know far more than I do. But definitely, old Mac Pro, looking to upgrade, definitely look at the iMac. What I'll do, I'll put the specifications for this particular iMac and my Mac Pro in the description below. Thanks for watching. Sorry, it's not actually about crowdfunding, but hopefully you found it useful.
If you like this video, comment and like.
If
If you want to see more like this, subscribe.
If you want to see more like this, why would they want more like this? Subscribe.
It would really help out.
It would really help out.
Bye.
Why would it help out? What's it going to help with? Bye.